Hello, my name is Chris Wilson within the Propreneur community, and I want to thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule. In this short webinar, we're going to discuss three things. Number one, what is a propreneur? Number two, what does a propreneur do? And number three, how can you become a propreneur within our internship program? So, the main question we always get is, what is a propreneur? It's a term that's very unfamiliar to a lot of the population. A propreneur is nothing more than a professional entrepreneur. And within our internship program, we have several different types of individuals who are involved from many different demographics. Our fastest growing group within our internship program is the young and hungry propreneurs. These are individuals that are 17 to 27 years old. They're in college. They just graduated college, or they're looking for jobs and it's just so difficult out there, or they accepted a job for a lot less money than they ever thought they would. Before they went into college. They're riddled with educational debt. These individuals, this demographic's grown so quickly because they're very hungry. They're at a point in their life where they really want to generate income. Change is no big deal for them. They have no fear, and they see that so many millionaires out there are being developed within this age demographic, 17 to 27 years old. In fact, it's the fastest growing demographic of millionaires across the country, because they are the best at harnessing technology. Not that you need to know technology as a propreneur, but because they're so accustomed to it, they just go right into it very, very quickly, and they adapt very quickly. And then we have the frustrated employee propreneurs. These are individuals who are typically in their late 20s, 30s, or 40-year-old range, in their 40s. These individuals have jobs, and what happens is they're lucky they still have jobs because the economy changed. A lot of people were unemployed, got downsized. There's millions of people on the unemployment line right now. These individuals were lucky they kept their jobs. They're probably working for less money. They have a lot more responsibility, and they just can't figure out, they're struggling to make ends meet because they work on such a tight budget and they are making less money now. It's still very difficult, and they understand they have to stay there. They can't go get a better job because there aren't better jobs out there, and there's millions of people that are willing to do their job for a lot less money. So they just can't figure out how to get out of the rut they're in. And then we have the trapped by their business propreneurs. These are individuals at one time they were probably employees. Now they're business owners. They wanted some independence, and they built successful businesses, but they're trapped. Their business owns them. They live in the house they want. They drive the car they want. They can go take the vacations they want. Their children are in the schools they want to send them to. However, they don't have a lifestyle. They are owned by their business. They're looking for that freedom. They're looking to be able to spend that money, but they just can't do it because they don't have the time to do it. They just keep working for more money that they can't spend. And then the second fastest growing demographic within our internship program is the overqualified and unemployable propreneurs. These are individuals that typically fall 50 years old to 60 years old. And we're starting to see some trends where they're getting all the way down to their like 45s to their late 40s that are falling into this group right here. These are individuals that have established themselves in the employee sector, and they have a lot of experience, and they make good incomes. But now, because they make good incomes, companies are downsizing them because they cost too much, and they can hire someone for a lot less money. They can hire someone and not pay them any benefits or pensions or anything like that. So what happens is now they've worked their entire career to get to a point where they earn good money. Now they get downsized. Now they become unemployable because no one wants to hire them for that cost. But they are already locked into a lifestyle. They can't work for half the price. They just can't do that. So they are extremely frustrated because they're not old enough to retire quite yet. So that demographic right there, they are very hungry also. And then we have our retired propreneurs. These are individuals who retired and thought they could still live the same lifestyle that they live. They don't really want to get rich. They just they're at the point in their life they want to do the things that they want to do when they want to do it, just kind of like when they were in their whatever their career was. But what they're finding is they don't have enough money to be retired. They actually retire so they can go have another job so they can continue to live. And retirement was nothing of what they thought it was going to be. People in this demographic are working into their 70s just to make ends meet. So that's the different demographics of people we work with. We understand the situations they're in, and we help them transition into become a professional entrepreneur. Now, what does a propreneur do? A propreneur changes their personal finances and themselves by learning and applying time-tested success principles. Propreneurs understand this. Successful people that are wealthy, that are rich, they understand that if you want to earn more money, you have to become better as a person. The general population just doesn't understand that because they've never been taught. What they try to do is they try to be an average person, own a traditional business, or be an employee, and they want to earn more money without becoming better. See, that is in direct conflict with earning more money. You need to become better. But many people have never been taught that. So the core philosophies of a propreneur look like this. Number one, time leverage and financial leverage. That's what they work for. A propreneur works part-time for full-time income. Okay, they work for residual income. They don't work for linear income. They don't trade time for money. They build businesses and income streams that they put some time into it over a 1-2 year period, whatever it is, and then they can walk away. That business continues to grow and they get paid royalties month after month after month, just like the music industry. There's people out there that made one popular song and they're earning money month after month after month for the rest of their life. And they don't have to work another day in their life. That's what a propreneur does. A propreneur, another core philosophy, is they spend time on daily self-improvement because they understand that there's always room to become better. The better they become, the more money they earn. And because they earn more money, guess what? They want to spend more time in self-improvement. It just gets them more motivated to spend more time. They spend more time in self-improvement, then they earn more money. And it's that type of a cycle. They spend time with time leverage, financial leverage, and daily self-improvement because it gives them the fourth core philosophy, and that is freedom. Propreneurs work for freedom so they can do what they want to do, when they want to do it, how they want to do it. They dictate what their lifestyle is going to look like, not their employer. So, a really important thing I want to spend a couple minutes on here is the mindset, because many people watching this are probably an employee mindset right now or a traditional business owner mindset, and we want you to transition into a propreneur mindset. And to help you do that, we're going to discuss here and go through the cash flow quadrant, which was developed by Robert Kiyosaki. Robert Kiyosaki is a New York Times best-selling author. He created a series of books called Rich Dad, Poor Dad. And within this cash flow quadrant, there are 4 quadrants. E stands for employee. S stands for solo business owner or specialist. B stands for big business owner. I stands for investor. Now, within Rich Dad, Poor Dad series, Robert Kiyosaki had 2 fathers. He had a poor dad and he had what he called a rich dad. The poor dad gave him advice and said, look, son, what you want to do is get an education, work for a company, be loyal for a company. They're going to take care of you. You're going to be able to retire. Okay, go be an employee. And rich dad said, you know what? I wouldn't listen to your poor dad because, employees don't get rich. I don't know one employee that's ever gotten rich following that method right there. So, a lot of people become employees thinking they're going to get rich, thinking they're going to make a lot of money, and it's never going to happen because it's just not the business model. However, then what they figure out is, okay, I'm not going to get rich. I'm going to be able to live an average life, though, and I'm going to be able to work for security. I've got a paycheck coming in each and every week. I'll be able to retire after 40 years, and I'll be able to live an average life. I have that security. But in today's economy, there's no more security. So now employees are stuck into a really bad deal where they're trading time for money, linear income. If they don't go to work, they don't get paid. And then now they don't have security because once they start making good money, companies are going to just axe them, downsize them, and then they're going to fall into that unemployable state. I mean, look at the individuals today. How many different employers do people work for today compared to prior generations? My parents worked for one corporation. My mom for 43 years, my father for 41 years. How often does that happen anymore? It just doesn't. And then the next segment you have your solo business owners. Your solo business owners, they were one-time employees where they had a job. And then they said, you know what? I don't want to have a job. I want to start my own business. I have a skill where I can make more money and do it myself. And that's fine. But what happened as a byproduct of running a successful business, they now own a job. Their business owns them. They're responsible for everything. They can't leave. They're that restaurant owner that can't leave their business. They're that doctor that can't leave their practice. Whatever it is, they make good money, but they don't have the time freedom. And that's why Rich Dad says you want to spend all your time in the B and I quadrant. That's why a propreneur's philosophy is spending the time in the B and I quadrant, because see, a B quadrant is a big business, okay? And I don't want you to think of like a huge corporation as a big business. The core philosophy of a big business is you have other people run your business for you. You find good people, or you develop people into good people that run your business for you. And you spend time in developing income streams that leverage your time. Propreneurs do not trade time for money. B quadrant does not trade time for money. But what happens is many people viewing this in the E quadrant, S quadrant, they don't understand being able to do that. How do you do that? And see, that's what we do, is we transition people from the mindset from here over here into the B quadrant. Because once you start generating income, where now you can go do other things and income's coming in, then you take some of that income and now you put it into the I quadrant, the investment quadrant, okay? Because now your money works for you 24 hours a day. Now this makes a lot of sense, but the E quadrant people and S quadrant people, they don't even make enough money half the time to get over and to invest in the E quadrant. And what little money the E quadrant puts in there, it's pittance. I mean, they'll have to work 40 years to get $1 million in the bank. And they're lucky if they can even do that. They don't even have the self-discipline to do that. The S quadrant, they probably do have money to invest, but they don't have the time to invest because they're married to that job. They have to have that job to produce their income. So as a propreneur, we are going to teach you to develop income in the B quadrant. B quadrant, others work for you. I quadrant, money works for you. So at the Propreneur community here, we have two programs. We have a certification program. We're not going to talk about that a whole bunch. Basically, all it is, it's a personal development program. If you just want to be an employee and want to get better, we can help you out there. It's a 24-month program. If you have a traditional business and you want to continue a traditional business and you want to become better, we have a certification program. You can learn about all that on the website. We are specifically going to talk about the internship and certification program. This gives you all the personal development you're going to need over the next 24 months, but then you're actually going to be building a business and be mentored to build a business at the same time. So you are going to earn while you learn. And we've chosen the network marketing industry. And I know right now, if you're in the E quadrant or typically the S quadrant, you're thinking, man, network marketing doesn't work. You know, that's been around for ages. It doesn't work. Well, you know what? You need to do your research. Because if you just read Robert Kiyosaki's book and many other individuals' books out there, top New York Times bestsellers that are in the B quadrant, network marketing is a tremendous vehicle, one of the best vehicles out there. It's created more millionaires than any other industry. And why? Why is it so good for the E quadrant, S quadrant people? Well, because it's low capital investment. If the people who have watching this that started a traditional business, it's a lot of money to get started, okay? And if you want to have a B quadrant business but a traditional business, you go into franchising. Franchising is extremely expensive. And then they don't give you the time leverage or the flexibility. How can you have a job right now and transition and to earn B quadrant business? You have to have something that's flexible and unlimited income potential. Network marketing, we have individuals, Donald Trump, big proponent of network marketing, owns his own network marketing company. Warren Buffett, the richest person in America, owns his own network marketing company. Robert Kiyosaki, a huge proponent of network marketing, and the list goes on. See, people who understand residual income, they understand the power of network marketing. People who are average trading time for money, they don't understand it. Because when they try to do it themselves, they don't do any personal development. They don't make themselves any better, and they fail. They're going to fail 100% of the times. That's why when people that have a professional mindset as a professional entrepreneur, they will succeed. And a person with an employee background mindset or a solo business owner mindset, they will fail 100% of the time because they don't get the industry. They don't know how to apply success principles. They don't even know success principles half the time. So, excuse me, you're also going to have many other options to develop income streams. And this is our philosophy. Over the next 2 years and beyond, we're going to teach you how to develop a network marketing business. That's one facet of being a professional entrepreneur. But we're also going to show you how to develop income streams within the personal development industry. And we'll talk about that later when you're involved in the internship program. We're also going to show you how you can take your personal story, if you so choose, how to document it in a way from day one when you start, from 24 months down the road, 36 months down the road, and you're earning the income you want. People want to hear that story. We're going to show you how to release a book. We're going to show you how to get it out there and to get it downloaded from Amazon.com and all that. We're going to show you how to develop another income stream. And as we get to know you, as we develop a better relationship with you, we're going to find your true passions, and we're going to show you how to take your true passions and to generate income off them, turn them into income streams. So, this is a big thing we're going to do as a professional entrepreneur. It's not going to happen overnight. The first 2 years, we're going to develop your B quadrant business. You're going to develop your story, and then we're going to develop some more income streams off of that. So you're going to have multiple income streams coming in. Now, this is what it's going to look like, okay? Here's you, and you're going to have 2 responsibilities within your daily routines. You're going to be spending time in personal development, and you're going to be spending time in your business development. All at the same time, you're going to have a personal accountability coach that's going to be working with you daily. And then you're going to have a team of mentors that are going to help you in the internship program spend time in personal development and also develop your business. First thing we're going to do is we're going to assess your current schedule for 1 week. Now, why would we do that? Because this is the number one reason why people stay average. They let their schedule dictate their entire life. You have to dictate your schedule, and we need to find out where you're spending your time. And once we figure out where you're spending your time, then we're going to eliminate the dead activities. Activities that are actually getting you farther from the goals you want to reach. And many times you're probably not even writing down goals that it is, so it's a lost cause anyway. But once we eliminate those dead activities, we're going to replace those activities with goal-oriented activities within your personal development and within your business development. So your schedule is going to stay the same. We're just going to eliminate some of the things you do. Watching TV for countless hours is ridiculous. We're going to show you how, while you drive to work, how you can spend time on your personal development, how you can, do things that are already in your schedule, but be more productive, multitask, and get more things completed. And the way we're going to do this, we have state-of-the-art online teaching software. We've developed several online courses, just like you would attend an online college. You're going to enroll in these courses, and you're going to start to go through these modules. There's audio, there's video, there's documents that you download. When you take a class, you're going to be tested on that information. You pass the test, it unlocks the next class. We want to make sure you're comprehending this information. Here's the great thing about this. Doesn't matter if you work at nights, doesn't matter if you work during the days. This is available 24 hours a day. It's state-of-the-art software. It's incredible. We're going to teach you how to utilize this software. At the same time, you're going to be working with your accountability coach. And that is what's going to make it happen. Your accountability coach, our system is going to work together to help you with your personal development and help you with your business development. At this point, we usually have 2 questions. Number 1, how much does the internship program cost? And what kind of business do we build? Well, it's $350 up front to get everything set up, and it's $75 a month. That includes starting your business. That includes running your business. That includes all the personal development, our online software, and our mentorship, and our accountability software and program. All that for $75. This is why, network marketing works. This is why we can help so many people out, because look at the overhead. Once we're developing $75 a month, your system and business is totally paid for. What business can you go start that for $75, once we're generating you profit, you're now generating a profit, anything over that? Okay, that's why we can impact people's lives very quickly. Okay, so that's it right there. $350 up front, $75 a month, 24-month program. And what's going to happen is you're going to earn while you learn. We're going to find out what your specific goals are, how much money you want to generate 24 months from now. We're going to build you a plan so you're going to know what needs to happen every month, every week, and every day. And then we're going to show you where your business is going to become profitable, where you're not taking any more money out of your pocket. Your business is paying for everything. And the typical results after 2 years are anywhere between $1,000 and $4,000 of residual income. That is like having 2 years from now, $500,000 to $1 million in the bank, and you drawing the interest off that every single month. We have individuals that surpass that. We have individuals that hit 1,000 to 4,000. We have individuals that do a little bit less because maybe their goals are a little bit less. But whatever it is, we're going to reach those goals for you. We're going to hold your hand, but it's going to be up to you to make it happen. Just because you're associated with us doesn't mean it's going to happen. You're going to have to put work in. You're going to have to put work in, but it's nothing more than what you're doing right now. In fact, you're going to be able to accomplish more and have more time to yourself once we get your schedule together, and you're going to be able to produce more income. And then you're going to realize, man, I wish I understood the power of personal development, of scheduling, and being goal-oriented, because now you have a better quality of life. So if you're interested, this is the next step. Watch the next video that goes through the business model. It's a very short video. Once you understand the business model, and once you understand why we chose a particular company, there's thousands of companies out there. We chose one company to partner with. We have a tremendous relationship with. We'll go through that in the next video. But once you do that, then you have a choice. Do you want to become a professional entrepreneur or not? It's a whopping $75 a month, $350 up front. That's it. When you compare the cost of going to college or any other schooling, and then you have to come out and you have to find a job and you're riddled with debt, you tell me what makes more sense. And we're going to show you why we are thriving in this new economy, and the individuals who are taking all those other routes are struggling in this economy. My name is Chris Wilson. Thank you for taking time out of your day, and we look forward to working with you soon.